Warning: the show you are about to watch is for comedic purposes only. We strive to entertain and make you laugh. We strive to keep things family friendly and keep it at a PG-13 rating. The show itself covers news topics that you probably don't see every day, pop culture, TV shows, movies, video games, and a redneck. If we make you laugh just once, then we're doing our jobs. If you get offended in any way whatsoever, go cry to your mom because these two military veterans don't want to hear about it. So sit back, relax, join in on the shenanigans, and enjoy the show. Broadcasting straight to you from the good old interwebs on Accidental Punch TV, it's The Sully Show. Starring JT Hollis and the not-so-mastermind of the entire program, Sully. Join us in our viewer chat. And now, here's Sully! Only on days that end with Y. I know I've done that horrible joke every single time. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sully Show. I'm Sully. Yes, we're back. Hi, friend. Will just said hi, friend. Hi, friend. I say hi, friend, all the time because it's fun. With me today, as always, is my man, my redneck brother from another mother, the minion-loving Mandalorian dude himself, JT Hollis. Hi, JT.
Good evening, my friend. And yes, I am a minion-loving Mandalorian freak.
You really are, and that's okay. You're allowed to be. You're allowed to.
This is my newest edition.
Yeah, we'll get into that in a little bit. So let's do this. Come on into the chat room. Go to twitch.tv/accidental punch. That's where we're live and being all crazy like because we can. That's right. We can, folks. JT, my friend, who do we have in the chat room today?
Well, we do have a nice little group joined in already with more to come. I have no doubts.
Oh, I have no doubts.
First one in tonight was the master of the clip, TLIP, folks. Okay. The one and only Sammy. He is with us tonight. Big Tank, the master of useless information who helps us all the time. I mean, all the time, whether we're on the air or not. He is also in the chat room with us. Our good friend from across the northern border, the queen of the crochet needles herself, Miss Carol, is with us. And our fellow Jedi, good to see you, sir, Mr. Will, is in the chat room as well. And she just got here. She's got a cup of coffee in one hand and a burrito in the other, I'm guessing. Longest subscribing member to the channel, the one and only Lady Death, the third silent member of the crew. And by the way, thank you, Sammy, 54-month subscription to the show.
Agreed. And thank you, sir. And JT, just for you, I have to do this.
I am the master of the clit.
I like that one. I actually heard that one.
It gets better.
Remember this fucking face. Whenever you see clit, you'll see this fucking face.
Oh, he said the F word.
I mean, come on. You knew it was coming.
It had to come.
I had to.
What the hell do you want?
Oh, cat's back. Oreo's
Never left.
Back. Oh man.
I tell you.
Well, let me tell you something, folks. It's good to be back. A week off was definitely needed for me.
Right.
Crazy, because for some reason, the best of the Dumbass of the Week did not air, and I don't know why. And since I was nowhere near the computer, I didn't care either.
Right. You were out having fun. You were out having a good time.
Needed to happen. It needed to happen.
Yeah. You. Well, all three of you needed a chance to go out and relax. You and Christy a little more than the Jedi, but
we just
still.
needed it. You needed it. We needed it.
Yeah.
So needless to say, I'm glad we were able to take a week off. But have you ever noticed that whenever you go on any type of vacation, you always need a vacation from the vacation?
Oh yeah. You need a vacation to recover from the vacation.
Yeah. Big Tank says that I was out getting diabetes in Chocolate World. Yeah. So.
And I'm mad at you about that, by the way.
Oh, which one? The Reese's Pieces picture that I sent you?
Or well, go ahead and finish Tank first.
For starters, yes, we did go to Hershey Park. We went to Chocolate World, but we also went to Gettysburg, and that was
nice.
Gettysburg was kind of a let's just go and do it, because we didn't really have any plans aside from going to what's it called? Like we didn't have a set schedule. Okay.
Right.
Didn't have a set schedule, and I'm okay with that. But it was interesting because they took us through the whole battlefield. Now, with Gettysburg, obviously everybody gets the lessons of Gettysburg, but not to the full extent. We know it was a great battle. We know there were a lot of soldiers who died. It was brutal, like whatever.
It was one of the biggest battles of the Civil War.
Absolutely. Now,
I think it was the second highest in casualties and losses, if I remember correctly.
Yes. Now, for the record, my daughter loves that type of stuff, loves history, loves learning about it, loves going to these places to, do the hands-on type stuff and learn about how they used to load the cannons, and she loves all of that stuff.
Right.
She even loved in the museum, they had a replication of what their tents looked like and the games that they played and how they handmade dominoes. And she loves playing with dominoes. Big into that. She was like, yeah, this is great. Well, we get on the tour bus and they literally bring us throughout the whole battlefield of Gettysburg. Now,
that's a big ass battlefield, man.
It's a huge battlefield. Okay.
It's huge.
From start to finish, it's about 3 to 5 miles.
Oh, geez.
And they take you on the Confederate side first.
Okay.
To show where they were and how far it went. And then they end with the Union side. Now, mind you, the Union side, everybody's up on a hill. They have the high ground. But with Gettysburg, and people, you're going to learn here now, with Gettysburg, the goal was to take the high ground.
Mm-hmm.
Logistically, the Confederates were going to lose just because they didn't have the high ground. The Union Army did.
Right.
Strategically, they should not have lost. The Confederates should not have lost that battle. Strategically. Here
there were several battles like that.
Yes. So now this went on for 3 days for Gettysburg, okay?
Right.
Did not know that because, they only tell you Gettysburg is the biggest battle, whatever. Yes, there's movies. Well, we get it. Okay. I'm doing the abridged version here because we've got a lot to do and very little time to do it. So
just real quick.
Yes.
I was wrong. Gettysburg is the biggest, the bloodiest single battle during the Civil War.
Which, again, lasted 3 days.
Yeah, July 1st through July 3rd, 1863, ended up with more than 50,000 estimated casualties.
Yes, that's not counting everybody who died later on.
Right, because of wounds and injuries and all that good shit.
Because we're in the museum and there's a plaque. There's a couple of plaques that tell you how many people died on certain days. And then right above it, it's got a death count. A death count of the people who died due to injuries or illness from those injuries.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Will said there's a lot of amputation and crazy sickness. Yes.
Yeah.
There are people on record, and I did not know this until I read this plaque, that died from diarrhea.
Yeah, dehydration due to diarrhea.
Not just that. Diarrhea. That was a leading factor. Diarrhea. Like, really?
It's hard to, diarrhea, dysentery, kind of the almost the same things, but not exactly, and it gets mixed up a lot of times.
Yes.
But dysentery, even in Vietnam, it was one of the biggest killers.
Yes.
Of soldiers and stuff. And the thing that we have to realize, because we look at it today, 50,000 people, how did 50,000? Well, they didn't have all the medical advances and everything that we have today.
No, they did not.
I don't think they had penicillin to help fight infections at the time. They didn't have things to treat the water.
Yep.
So that you could pull water from a stream that if you drank it, it would make you sick, and you can treat it, and then you can drink it without a problem.
Yeah. Now,
we didn't have all that stuff way back then.
Just the abridged version here.
Right.
Statistically, the Union Army had almost 95,000 troops. The Confederates, no, 70,000, give or take. So obviously they were outnumbered and they were outgunned, because we do know that historically the South was getting their stuff from the North to begin with anyway, because that's where the industry was, in the North. Already a leg up. But, and this is what always boggled my mind about history, is that even through all of the old wars and whatnot, except for World War I and II, anything before that, like the Civil War, Revolutionary War, the War of 1812, the French and Indian War, the Napoleonic Wars, they were still doing the Napoleonic way of fighting.
Yep.
Which was, let's line up in a row and let's see if we can make it.
March across the field as far as we can go, try to push through their lines.
Push through their lines. And oh, by the way, they're going to do the same thing.
Real quick, want to say hi to the one and only Miss Hidden Nature.
What's up?
She just joined us in the chat room. She says, "Hola, punchers. Hiya, boys. Hugs."
Hi. How's the munchkin? Nice and healthy. 10 pounds. Go him.
Yes.
So, strategically, the Confederate Army actually had a very good strategic plan of trying to take the high ground.
Right.
However, and I love when I say however.
It's either that or but. Speaking of butts, the man who takes care of what comes out of them just came in the chat room, the one and only Bunky.
Well,
sorry, Bunky. It happened that way.
It just works out in his favor all the time. So, they had a lot of problem with their generals. A lot of problem with their generals, one of which didn't listen to Lee, which, you know, they could have had the high ground because that general actually broke the line and they did whatever. But this is my favorite story of the trip. So we get to the Union side. Now, mind you, today the landscape is beautiful. It is beautiful. Even seeing all the monuments, like, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful place. Obviously, it's somber. It's a national park. You get it. You can run the park if you wanted to. You could go wherever you wanted. There's no, hey, you can't go on that battlefield. No, you're not going to hurt anything. You
Right.
can do this. Now, we're up on the hills, and our tour guide says to everybody on the bus that they had generals from everywhere. They had generals from New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, like everybody. Mm-hmm. And he asked if there was anybody from Connecticut. So obviously the three of us raise our hand, and little Jedi was so proud. She's like, me, like proud. Okay.
Right.
Well, I've got a story to tell you about one of the generals from Connecticut. And I went, oh, this is going to be good.
Yeah.
This is going to be interesting, to say the least. Well, the general is up on the hill, and they're getting shot at. Cannon fire, bullets are whizzing by, and a couple of his lieutenants are there, and they're worried. They're like, hey, shouldn't we be like ducking down and protecting ourselves?
We're going to get shot.
Yeah. The general, on his high horse, by the way, this is how great it is. Don't worry, men. They can't hit us from this distance.
Whack.
800-yard shot right below the eye socket. Dead.
I was going to say right between the eyes.
No, right below the eye socket. Dead on contact. Fell off his horse.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I went, that's so horrible, but so amazing too.
Right.
I'm like, well, there's all new meaning of on your high horse. Mr. Bunky
also
says,
a whole new meaning to irony.
Yeah, right. Mr. Bunky was like, were you in Gettysburg? Yes, I was. I do have pictures. I don't have them up, but I do have pictures. One of the monuments was really cool. You could go up to the top and walk around. Yeah, the other two's chickened out because it was so high. I'm like, okay, I'll do it. Whoop, went up the spiral staircase, and there was a guy on with canes, and he made it up. So, yeah. Big Tank says, all new meaning to super sniper. Yeah. Especially back then.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They had just come out with rifling.
Oh, yeah.
During that time.
Just came out with it.
And actually, during that time frame was when special ops type groups were made.
Yes.
Or created, whatever.
Chat showing up. Why isn't the chat showing up?
You don't know, man. You don't know.
Guess I gotta fix it.
Let's see. Miss Amanda is envious that you got to go to Hershey Park.
There was
only
lots
once.
of chocolate.
Now she can go and take little man with her.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, Nikaya's always wanted to go. I've always wanted to go there.
So
I'm a military site kind of guy.
Well, and that was the thing. Like the stuff that they were going over. First of all, was absolutely amazing. And like I said, Gettysburg is beautiful, and the monuments there make it even more beautiful.
Right.
And it was the perfect day for it, too. It was like 70-degree weather.
Nice.
Wasn't really cloudy. The sun was out most of the day. It wasn't humid, but it was so just beautiful. And by the time we get to the end of the tour, the tour guide goes, so just so you know, the third day battle was at night. And they didn't like fighting at night because at night, if you fought at night, well, you were afraid you were going to hit somebody on your side. Makes perfect sense. There's no lights. Shoot the muzzle flashes on the opposite side of you.
And they still do that today.
Oh, do they?
Yes. If you're not equipped with night optics,
exactly,
you have no choice.
That's where special forces comes in and drones and all that good stuff.
Not even special forces optics. The high quality optics are going out to line units now.
Oh yeah, that's right. Almost forgot about that. Well,
I mean, granted, they get second, third, fourth, fifth generation, while special forces has first generation, but still,
True, very, very true.
But anyway, go ahead.
The other thing with that was by the end of the fourth day. Well, the third day, anyway. General Lee went, bye. Ain't worth it. See you later. Hasta la vista.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
I know you're there.
And I'm like, and there it is.
Just up and left. Said, you know what?
Just up and left.
Let's get out of here.
Just up
Let's
and left.
get out of here.
And the other cool thing about it was a lot of the cannons that they had on display on the battlefield are the original cannons.
Yep.
They left them. Obviously they're not wood, but yeah, I mean it was original cannons. They changed out all the wheels, so it's metal wheels, so you can't move them. They freaking weigh a ton and all that good stuff. But all in all, it was great. Hershey, on the other hand, oh, Jesus Christ. It's a lot different from when I went as a kid. Obviously, there's more rides, but a lot of free candy. A lot of free candy. and the other bad thing about Hershey is you're gonna come out with like $100 to $200 worth of stuff. And I'm not joking on that.
I believe it.
As a matter of fact, we didn't get to eat it there. We bought it and brought it home. They make these cookies, and it's got like a cream in it. Obviously, everything's Hershey chocolate. And, oh my God, to die for. To die for. Also known as sugar overload.
Right.
To the point of, I don't know if I'm going to be going to bed on time tonight.
Little bit of a sugar high, are you?
It hasn't kicked in yet, but it's going to come very soon.
You can feel it.
And you all know what happens when I have a sugar high.
All I will say is, Lord help us all. But I am mad at you.
Why are you mad at me? Because I took a picture of the Reese's Pieces peanut butter cups as the medals?
I'm not mad because you did that.
Why are you mad? What did I do? Well, let me rephrase that. What didn't I do?
Exactly. I was going to say, it's not what you did, it's what you didn't do.
Yeah, what didn't I do?
You didn't send me a box of freaking Reese's medals. Come on, dude.
Oh, you can get them anywhere because they are specific for the Olympics this year. and
they're
they are
not out
being
here.
distributed nationwide.
Yeah, but they're not here yet.
No, they're not here yet.
I could have been the first in Granger, Indiana to have had these things, but no. My best friend in the world says, screw you, JT.
Dude,
I'm
didn't
going to
even
get
buy
me
any.
a cookie.
I didn't even buy any. Which, I found something out. The guy who invented Reese's Pieces peanut butter cups used to work for Hershey.
Okay, say that again.
The guy who invented Reese's Pieces peanut butter cups
Right.
used to work for Hershey. They were such
yeah.
good friends that Hershey told him, do your thing, man. Learn and do it. He created Reese's from his garage while working at Hershey.
You want to know why that is?
Because he was good friends with him.
Well, that, and back then, business owners and stuff like that weren't such assholes like they are today.
Now, here's even better. Here's even better. The main the main offices for Hershey and the main offices for Reese's, although Hershey owns them, are right next door to each other. Quite literally, right next door to each other. You can go from one parking lot to the other without crossing the street. It's right there.
Nice. Nice. Big Tank says on Hulu, watch The Food That Made America.
Great show. The Food That Made Us is a great show. Hulu does not sponsor the show. It'd be really cool if they did. I am a promo whore. I will pump out Hulu forever if they ever decide to sponsor us.
Thank you to Nikaya. 60-month resub.
Yes, thank you. I don't know why the chat is not working. I think I might have to redo it.
Redo something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a thing on Reese's in a video today when I was on Facebook, and Big Tank is right. Reese's did used to sell their stuff straight out of their kitchen.
Yep, right out of the
building
kitchen.
That they had, they cut a window in the wall. Like it was like the first drive-up window, but you walked.
Yep. Yep. And it was cool. It was cool that he actually encouraged.
Yeah, that is cool.
Them to do that. And I'm like, no, that's awesome. Like,
that is cool. You don't see that in today's business.
No.
If you do, it is like, finding the purple gorilla.
Unless you're like us, where we like to pretty much help anybody that we can.
Yes.
Which,
even though we can't help ourselves, we still like to help others.
Listen, we try, okay? We fail miserably, but at least we try.
Yes, very much so.
Just doesn't always work that way.
Pretty much.
I'm just putting it out there, okay? Just saying. Just, putting it out there.
Right.
I'm waiting for another like chat to come up. Like, I know Big Tank just sent something, but I'm waiting to see if something else happens, because I honestly don't know why this is doing what it's doing.
Well, are you done with your story?
I am.
Okay, real quick, because we're like way past our 20 minutes.
Oh, when are we not?
Monday, or was it Sunday? Today's 16th, so one of the days is on the 13th. Okay. Bill Kay and I are sitting out in the living room in the morning, got the news going and doing our thing on the computers, and all of a sudden an alarm goes off on my phone.
Oh.
What the hell? And I look down. It says, anniversary.
Oh, yeah.
I set up alarms on my phone for my anniversary. Yeah, because we all forget it. No matter how hard we try not to, we all forget. But my dumb ass didn't set it up like, a day before or 2 or 3 days before. It was the day of.
Okay, well, there's nothing wrong with that.
So I shut the alarm off and I looked at Ken and I went, happy anniversary, honey.
Why, thank you, dear.
We had so much going on that I totally forgot about it. She hadn't. Okay. And I felt terrible because I didn't get anything. I didn't even think about it. So I actually went out, and I should have brought it back with me. I have a picture of it that I could send to you. When I went out to the garage that day, to do my work, I actually made her. Took me 4 hours.
Aw.
But I actually made her a anniversary gift.
Aw.
And it took me 4 hours to do it, which was fine. I didn't care about that. You know, it's not a big deal. She's more than worth it.
Absolutely.
So I give it to her. I came in to give it to her. I think she was in the bathroom or something. And so I came in and I made her close her eyes because she was sitting at the desk actually. And sorry, I'm trying to get a copy of this picture.
He had a brain fart, folks.
Well, you know, so she closed her eyes and I sat down on the table. She's, oh, it's so pretty. It's so cute. I love it, you know, and everything. And I apologize for, you know, not having gotten her something.
Aw, but you made it. So it was straight from the heart.
You know, she said that, you know, this was better than anything I could have gotten her, you know, kind of thing. So I just sent it to you in Discord.
Yeah, I can actually see that now.
But then I go, you know, I go and change and everything, and I go to lay down for my nap, and I pull the blankets back, and there's this T-shirt, which I've been wanting. It's a Notre Dame, Oregon State, Tony the Tiger's bowl game shirt from this year.
Okay.
She got me that, and she got me a 1,000-piece Mandalorian Grogu puzzle.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, they're in the cockpit of Slave One, and you know he's like reaching for something, and he's trying to stop him from getting it. It's a really cute picture. I'll send you a picture of it. But then all of a sudden the doorbell ring. I go to the bathroom. The doorbell rings, and Kay goes out, and I come back out, and there's a box.
Aw.
Sitting on the bed. I'm like, oh, jeez.
Look at that.
I feel bad enough already.
She remembered more than you did.
Yes, she did, big time. But she got me this.
It's a bobblehead Mandalorian. I love it.
Yep, it's a Mandalorian in the N1.
New Starfighter.
With Mr. Grogu in the back.
Aw.
He's in his little bubble there.
Nice.
So this is actually a limited edition Amazon only thing.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to find that link.
From my understanding, you know, ask Kay. She'll probably have it for you.
Yeah.
She'll get it for you.
And I just put up the picture that you sent me.
Yes.
Look at that. He made that, folks.
And don't say anything about spelling, folks, because I know.
Yeah. Easily fixable.
If I told her I could fix it, she goes, "No, I like it the way it is."
All right then. Well, that works.
She was making sandwiches for us for lunch, and I was getting ready to go back and change, and I go, "Flies, Flies. What a dumbass!" How stupid can you be?
Well, I mean, it happens. It happens.
Those were our old nicknames for each other and everything.
Aw.
Yeah. It was part of the conversation that we had after my alarm went off, telling me, "Hey, dumbass, it's your anniversary." I'm like, "Damn it, where did 11 years? It's our 11-year anniversary. Like, where the hell did the time go?" You know.
I don't know. I got 10 years this year.
Yeah, you're right behind me.
We'll see what happens. But before we go any further, because we do have something we want to talk about beforehand, we're going to more useless information. Ha ha ha. Yes, that's right. The Book of Useless Information, written by Noel Botham and the Useless Information Society. We are on foreign translation. And I believe we did rodent up to rodent last time. So this time, the words assassination and bump were invented by Shakespeare. Did not know that. Assassination and bump were invented by Shakespeare. American billion is 1,000 million. A British billion is 1 million million. Yeah, the look on JT's face says it all.
What?
American billion is 1,000 million. A British billion is 1 million million.
Okay.
Yep.
We'll go with that.
This one I'm going to butcher so bad. And I don't know how to pronounce it. So I'm going to try and do a Google Translate here.
Cheater.
Well,
Cheater.
the only reason why is because it's Old English.
Oh, Old English, eh?
So I know I'm going to butcher it. The Old English word for sneeze. The Old English word for sneeze. Is phneosem?
Phneosem.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Let's hear what the Old English pronunciation is.
Phneosam.
Holy crap, I got it. Phneosam. I did.
You don't give
Mark
yourself enough
that
credit, man.
Down, man. I thought that was going to be going on the blooper reel.
It should anyway, because you actually got something right.
I really thought I was going to go on the blooper reel for that one, which I do have a new one coming out. Actually, a couple of new ones coming out shortly. That
Nice.
is today's useless information from the Book of Useless Information, written by Noel Botham and the Useless Information Society. And they do not sponsor this show. The book does not sponsor the show. But go check it out. It's got some pretty awesome stuff on it.
It does. Big Tank says, wow, Sully's first victory in years.
I will take it.
And Sully, you know what it's time for then, right?
I do know what it's time for.
Yes, it is time for the Sully Show Dad Jokes of the Week. Yes, we can all blame this bit on my daughter, Kaylin, a.k.a. World's Best Daughter. In the chat room, she's not here today. Well, actually, she hasn't been here since we started doing this.
The nerve.
Wonder why. But it's her fault because she got me going on these in one of our phone conversations. This first one I'm going to do is actually courtesy of somebody you know, Mr. Sully.
Oh. Me?
Yep, somebody we all know.
Adam?
Nope. Our silent partner.
Oh, Lady Death, huh? Oh, boy.
Lady Death sent me this one today and says, here's one for you. Why did the golfer pack an extra pair of socks?
I don't know. Why did the golfer pack an extra pair of socks?
Well, the golfer packed an extra pair of socks in case he got a hole in one.
You know what? I'll give her that one. I'm going to give her I'm going to give her that one.
That's a good one. I like that one.
I'll give her that one. That was a good one.
Yes.
Still get the womp
Okay,
womp
here's
for
another
you.
one for you. Which bear is the most condescending?
Which bear?
Which bear, B-E-A-R, is the most condescending? And Nakai, you deserve to take a bow. Yes.
Absolutely. Take a bow. Which bear is the most condescending?
That is correct.
I don't know.
A panda.
That's the one I wanted.
You like that one? You're going to love this one. What kind of noise does a witch's vehicle make?
I know this one. I think I said it around Halloween.
What kind of noise does a witch's vehicle make? Broom, broom.
Yeah.
Two more. What's brown and sticky? What's brown and sticky?
Oh, I know. Hold on.
Do.
What?
That would be wrong.
No, I'm right.
Do.
What's brown and sticky?
No idea.
A stick. A stick.
That doesn't even deserve a boo. Oh, actually, you know what? It does deserve a boo. Hold on. I've got a good boo for that one. Yep. This is the one. Nope. Let's see. Here we go.
I didn't hear it, so that's okay. I'll have to listen to the show and find out which one it is. All right, last one for the night. My girlfriend keeps accusing me of cheating. She's starting to sound like my wife.
Oh.
I don't think so. You're right. Even Will said, that is bad. So there you go, folks. Once again, the Sully Show dad jokes of the week.
Well, and there's going to be a bullet when he gets home.
Well, I guess I'm lucky then, because I'm already home.
We both are.
Yes.
So yeah, it works.
For how much longer, we don't know, but
it works. It certainly works. I get it. But yeah, now I gotta definitely get this and isolate this sound bite because it needs to be done.
Why do you do this?
Yeah.
Because you
Nope, wrong one. Wrong one.
I still like it. Why do you do this to us? Because we can.
Yeah. Because it's easy. It's easy. Well, aside from all of that good stuff happening these days, I saw this at dinner time because why not catch things while, you're at dinner. And this happened here in Connecticut. I would love to say this is dumbass of the week material, but it's very rare that I cover something from Connecticut.
Yes, it is. That is true.
And no, wrong one. There's video, and I'm gonna let the video do the talking because holy crap.
One of those.
Yeah.
Even Will says, oh boy.
Will, you might have heard this already. This happened yesterday.
Don't give it away.
I'm not gonna give it away. I'm gonna let the wonderful news anchors.
Will says, Connecticut shit. Here it comes.
Well, you're not wrong, sir. You're not wrong. Yep.
And new at 6, not even 24 hours after a violent mob of teens swarmed West Haven beaches, the city there is making some changes.
And Pinpoint News Tracker takes us to the scene of that beach fight and shooting. Channel 3's Luke Hydash explains.
Yes. Beach fight and shooting.
Well, they go together a lot more lately.
Police say there were roughly 2,000 teenagers on this boardwalk this time yesterday, roughly 80% of them from out of town. Chaos in West Haven Monday night.
A lot of commotion, a lot of kids.
Luciarella lives a few hundred feet.
First and foremost, that sounded like an old timer that would be like, "Get off of my lawn!" Just saying. Let's go on.
From Oak Beach, he watched as Monday's mob turned violent.
And there was a lot of police cars, and they came and they started breaking up this and that.
This all started as a post on social media advertising a beach party, ending in multiple fights, spilling into nearby streets and businesses. Not long after, a shooting at a nearby gas station. 2 cars hit, 1 man hurt. He'll be okay. In all, 12 people arrested.
Anybody who engages in this activity will be held accountable.
Now the city.
Good.
Finally.
Good.
Jail time. That is what these kids need. Jail
I want to say
time.
hi. I agree completely. Jail time. I want to say hi to the one and only Viking Brewer. Just joined us in the chat room. Says, as much as everyone shits on Jersey, we never end up on the national news.
No, you have you have Chris Christie for that.
And you're welcome.
Just saying.
I hate to say it, Brewer, but he does have a point.
Let's go on.
City is making changes. Beaches between April and South Streets will be closed from sunset to sunrise. You can expect more police at the beaches.
Okay, now this may be just me. And Big Tank can back me up on this one, and I know he can back me up on this one. Aren't the beaches supposed to be closed anyway from dawn to dusk to dawn? Like,
not everybody does that.
New York's been doing it for years.
Oh, that's New York.
Dude, I lived on Long Island.
But still, not everybody does it.
Beach.
Trust me.
Everywhere. We got caught. Even if we lived right up the hill, we got caught.
Right.
Well, says not the private
There's a lot of
ones.
areas.
Well, this one should, yeah. Let's just go on.
And the city is working with the DOT to be notified when a large group of people are taking the bus in. That's what happened Monday.
Usually this is a beautiful park to come in. The older people are safe here.
Some businesses had to close for the night. Others
anymore.
inadvertently involved, like this one. One suspect running inside, taken out by police. As far as those arrested, they're still being processed. No specifics on names or ages yet.
The weapons charges for those that were in the vehicle, and the other ones will be anything from breach of peace to disorderly conduct.
Police.
No. Don't get me wrong. I know they can only go so far. Hold them accountable. Hold them accountable. Disorderly conduct and breach of peace is a slap on the wrist.
Yeah, but, some of them, they can't go any more than that.
Which I get. I do. I get it. But come on.
I mean, dude, in this day and age, be glad they're getting any charges at all.
I know.
Especially in that area.
Let's go on.
Aren't 100% sure where the teens came from, but West Haven and many nearby school districts are on spring break. This is one of the many cameras that are along the boardwalk here. The mayor says using pictures taken on those.
I love how they always show where the cameras are located. Guys, Media.
That's like telling people, hey, we're going to have a drunk driving test point at these crossroads.
Well, so they actually have to announce that, but yeah, because otherwise it's entrapment. So they do have to announce those, but
not the locations. They just have to announce that they're going to be out there. At least here, anyway.
My thing is,
So they come in.
it sounds similar to this.
Nation is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the stupidest combination I ever heard in my life. That's the kind of thing an idiot would have on his luggage. Thank you, Your Highness.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Actually, I think the dumber one is 00000.
Also true, but then you do have people like this.
Well, did it work? Where's the key? It worked, sir. We have the combination. Great. What's the combination? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. That's amazing. I've got the same combination on my luggage.
Spaceballs for the win. Let's finish up.
Cameras last night. More arrests could be coming. In West Haven, Luke Hydash, Channel 3, Eyewitness News.
And rightfully so, that more
up
should
tonight
be
for you at
coming
5
because
o'clock.
honestly, they need to be held accountable.
Well, that's the problem, and I agree with you 100%. And that's the problem today is that they're not afraid of the laws and of breaking the laws. So they're going to do whatever the hell they can get away with until they can't get away with it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just, ugh. And Viking Brewer.
Helmet. What's going on?
No, that's a bad one. Hold on. I got one for you. Hold on.
She's gone from suck to blow.
Will says because it doesn't count for them being adults until they're 18, and so it gets sponged. But in some cases, depending on the crime, yes, you can be charged as an adult.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's got to be a pretty serious crime, though. But
They need to be held accountable. That's one of the reasons why the crime rate, not just here in Connecticut, all over, are skyrocket right now because there's no ramifications for these teenagers. There's none.
Yep.
And this is coming from the son of a cop, okay? You don't mess with that shit. But come on. Throw them into juvie. Even better. Even better. You want to know how to correct these attitudes of these teenagers? Boot camp.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking Army. No. And nothing against the Army. JT knows.
Mm-hmm.
No Air Force. No Coast Guard. The Marines.
The Army's just as bad. People think it's not, but it is.
Oh, no. I know it's just as bad.
Yeah.
But
I think they should go back to that.
So
jail
here's
or service time.
Here's my theory. And I'm sure you can vouch for me on this theory. When a Marine retires, they retire from the Marine Corps. But they're going to be bored. So they go from the Marines to the Army as a drill instructor. Or vice versa. Because
it goes both ways.
My company commanders in the Coast Guard, a lot of them were from all over. Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. Like they come from everywhere. And it's, oh yeah, we were done there, so we decided to try this out. Why not? Okay. You do you, man. You do you.
I know a lot of people that have done that.
Oh,
I had guys that, were former Marines that got out of the Marine Corps and came into the Army. And I know several that did vice versa.
Viking Brewer, I gotta say this one. So he says, I've missed a few, but damn, those kids were going to beach after midnight. Where else am I supposed to drink?
Pretty much.
Not wrong. Not wrong. I was usually the designated driver, so I didn't really get into that stuff. Even now, I don't really do a lot of drinking, but yeah. Viking also says that Marines never retire. Nobody in the military ever retires. On paper, they're retired.
They just stand down.
Once a Marine, always Marine. Once in the Army, always in the Army. It doesn't matter. It is what it is.
Yep.
Every now and then, now mind you, a lot of people will say, technically you shouldn't be saluting unless you're in your military uniform, which is true. But a lot of people who have been in the military will salute the flag in civilian clothing.
I do it.
I catch myself every now and then because I'm like, I'm not in military attire.
Big Tank says, us here at the Sully Show do not condone underage drinking.
We don't.
Yep.
We don't. As a matter of fact, you do you. And if you get caught, you'll most likely end up on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Where we can pick on you and make fun of you and do whatever we need to in order to go. or better yet. Yep. Just like that. Just like that. Well, my friends, we got a break coming up in a couple minutes. I'm pretty sure we've got one of those ad runs coming shortly. Not sure if JT's been pushing it off or not.
No, we haven't got any notifications yet.
No notifications.
But I can if you want.
But we will. No. I want it to run. I do want it to run. It should run a couple of minutes after 9 o'clock.
Right.
Probably like 9:01 or 9:02 when we actually go to break. When we come back from the break, we've got the trailer park this week. Yay. Mm-hmm. We've got the world record story. We'll start that off right up at the 9 o'clock hour after the break.
Going to talk about something sparkly.
Oh, no.
Yes.
No, not sparkly. I hate sparkles.
Sparkles and shines.
Oh, stop it, you silly goose. But in the long run, if we have time, we'll get into the I Can't Believe I Read That. I just know we haven't done the trailer park in a few weeks. We did do the I Can't Believe I Read That last week. And, of course, the Dumbass of the Week. We've got that coming up as well. So, you might want to keep it locked in. Tell your friends. Take the link, twitch.tv/accidentalpunch. Post it on your Facebook, on your X feed, Instagram, TikTok, wherever. I think I got to get to like 500 more followers before I can actually do a live feed. And maybe a live feed on TikTok would not get bumped off with like Mr. Bunky does every week for, driving. Poor Mr.
Bunky. How could you?
How
Brewer
dare
says
you,
ticky tack,
sir.
ticky tacky.
How dare you, sir?
Wouldn't it be ticky tacky?
Don't forget, you can also follow us on YouTube at Accidental Punch. Yep. And I will give a little hint that I'm working on something.
Oh, boy. You're always working on something.
Always. But I actually have encouragement at this present time because I was told that I should get behind the camera again. And I'm going to.
Really?
Yes. I have scripts all written.
Sully's making another movie.
I'm going to be making another short film. Nothing big. Another short film. I just have to ask the people that I want involved in it to be in it. And it should be entertaining.
Well, I already told you, as long as if you pay for my travel to get there and everything, then, I'll gladly do it.
Oh, I have ways for you to be in it without the travel, sir.
Even better.
Saying. Just
Brewer says OnlyFans confirmed.
no, but on the right path.
My question is there going to be any, in the movie?
Yeah, but you're not going to see anything. Because
A
there
little
are
bit of
ways
wow,
to
chicka, wow, wow,
do it.
but none view. Okay.
Because there are ways to do it. Yes. There are ways to make things work without showing it.
Yes.
And
yes.
any good director will tell you that. There are ways to do things.
Yes. And Big Tank, I'm always the disembodied voice.
He really is. He really is. Speaking of disembodied, let's go to break.
Ooh, let's do it.
We'll be right back. You're listening and watching The Sully Show right here on Accidental Punch TV. Keep it locked in because we shall return. Oh, yes. It's both a threat and a promise. We'll be right back.
When I served, my work was critical, and I don't feel like that's the case anymore.
I lost all of my friends when I got out. Had to start my whole life over.
I didn't know what to do each day. Then my marriage hit a real rough patch.
It got so bad that I was even thinking about suicide. I called the Veterans Crisis Line. I tell my buddies to call in case they ever need it.
When I retired, things slowed way down and lots of bad memories came back. I still go through tough times, but I'm glad I called.
You are not alone.
You are not alone.
You are not alone.
The person on the other end of the line isn't going to judge. Lots of responders are veterans too.
We all need to take care of ourselves. If you're going through a rough time, call the Veterans Crisis Line.
VGD specializes in making your memories come to life. Memorabilia from your time in the military, law enforcement, the medical field, or maybe about your own home business. We can get you squared away. Check us out. Reach out to us at VGDshop.com or on Facebook at Facebook.com/Veteran Garden Deco and hang some VGD on your wall today.
Cagliostro. Holy crap.
We're here. We're queer. Get used to it.
It really is. Like, if you're on Twitch, all you have to do is click on the clip button. Wow, holy crap.
Sammy says, I wish they'd do a Midnight Suns series with Morbius.
He is a spy. Clinton Barton. Wow, holy shit. Clint Barton Hawkeye is a spy.
According to St. Petersburg police.
Gay said going all out. Wow. Gay
Wait. Did you just say a gay man is going all out?
According to reports, the man was a military enthusiast who had military collectibles. Wow. Clip that. Have you ever been browsing the interwebs and you found that yourself, you know, that person's a real complete and total dumbass? Well, if you have, we want it. You can send it to us to accidentalpunch@gmail.com with the subject line Dumbass of the Week. Tell us who you are, put the link to the video or article right there in the body, and send it on in. If you don't want to do that, make sure to join our Discord channel. If you click on the link when you're in our Twitch chat, you can join for free. And you can post that video or article right in our Dumbass of the Week channel. The Dumbass of the Week every Tuesday right here on Accidental Punch TV and The Sully Show. Join the awesomeness. You know you wanna.
Unfortunately, I was wearing steel tip boots. Yeah.
Yep, nope, I can't do it. The suspect was charged with DUI, speeding, resisting arrest, and driving under suspicion.
Driving under what?
Suspension.
Says here in the article too. The heels added an element of danger too. Your Achilles is Achilles.
Simon Castaneda. Wow, I can't even pronounce the last name right.
Despite not recognizing the document, Captain Mahwald.
That is the end of this week's two Ewoks in a Park. Wow, holy crap.
Confirmed the driver was, quote, issued a verbal warning and allowed.
Hi. I'm back. JT will be back shortly. He had to go potty. Actually, I think he had to refill his drink. I don't know why he doesn't take his earpieces with him to the other room. I really don't. I don't know why. I think it'd be cool. Come on into the chat room, twitch.tv/accidental punch. That's where we're live. YouTube at Accidental Punch. Subscribe to our channel. Kick, D-Live. Facebook, facebook.com/The Sully Show. As well as facebook.com/Accidental Punch. And join our Discord server. Do it. Discord server. Boom, baby. Right there. Come on in and have some fun with us. We're trying to build a wonderful community in there. Some of you are there. Some of you are not. And that's okay. But even JT uses it from time to time. I will tell you this. Big Tank and Koshiri have been on a roll with some wonderful best and worst cover songs. So we're compiling a list, or at least I'm compiling the list, because they've been adding a lot over the last couple of weeks, which is amazing, by the way. So again, I thank you for that. As a matter of fact, Big Tank's got a good number of them in here. So next week, in the first hour, we'll play some of those. Yes! We'll play some of them. It'll be awesome. Just putting it out there. Just putting it out there. JT's taking a really long time, and I don't know why. I mean, I guess it's okay. But I just don't know why. I'm thinking he done screwed up. What that screw up is, I have no idea. I really don't. I'm a little jealous. He did get his Mandalorian puzzle done. I can show you guys that. I know it's been behind him the entire time, but it's there. And I have that same exact puzzle. The problem is, I have nowhere to put it at the moment. See, JT's back now. There you go. He's back now. JT's forcing the Cosby Kids out, even though they don't want to leave. I actually have that drop. I gotta find it. But I do have it. Let me do a search for it.
Sorry.
It's all right. It's all right, JT.
Had to help out the wife.
Oh, well. And you're probably like, he's talking. He's talking. He's back.
No, I couldn't hear you or see you, so
I know because you didn't have your earpieces in.
Well, they're not going to travel that far, so.
So Big Tank, just to kind of.
Sully's dropping the Cosby Kids off at the pool. So stay tuned for this musical interlude.
There you go.
I'd actually feel bad if that's why it took me that long, but
Right? I haven't used that liner in a long time, mostly because I'm looking for somebody to kind of animate that. Like not full animation, but maybe like a door and it's coming through the door, that type of thing. Like, and then, all that other good stuff.
Right.
But I don't know any animators and I don't have the money to pay for it. So working on it myself it's there. It's there.
Right.
Plus, I'm not a fan of the musical interlude because I used to use that during the original radio show.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
Sully's dropping the Cosby kids off at the pool. So stay tuned for this musical interlude.
So it kind of doesn't make any sense because we don't really do musical interludes anymore.
No, we don't.
And that was oh my God, when did that thing get made? Hold on, I can tell you right now. Properties.
Yo. Properties will tell you.
2008. 2008. That liner was made.
16 years ago.
Yep. And it still works. Still works. So while we're at it with things still working and still all that good shit happening, I'm going to turn everything over to JT for this week's world record story of something.
So that's your nice way of saying that, we're beating a dead horse with this bit.
Yep, pretty much, yep.
Just checking.
Pretty much.
Just checking. So yeah, here we go, folks. This is, I forgot to change the number. Week 96. Week 96 of live shows in a row with at least one world record story during the show.
At least one.
At least one. Days we've had multiples.
We have. Oh, yes. We have.
But this week we're sticking just to the one, as far as I know. And it's very pretty and sparkly and all that good stuff.
Define pretty and sparkly.
Put up the picture. How about a 703 carat blue tanzanite?
What?
A 703 carat blue tanzanite done in a carving by artist Naomi Sarna has set a Guinness World Record as the world's largest cut tanzanite.
Wow.
The official weigh-in on the Lahore Blue took place on March 9th at the Rice Northwest Museum of Rocks and Mineral. Yeah.
Gotcha on that one.
And it's not like it's a freaking hard word.
Oh, it's a hard word.
Let's try this again. I mean, I can do Lahore Blue without a problem, but I can't do minerals.
Nope.
That's like cinnamon. Yeah.
You can't say cinnamon?
Dude, I've been trying to say that since shortly after we started doing the show.
Oh, you poor boy.
Yeah, but, I live with many disabilities, so it's no big deal. Anyway.
Truth.
Let's try this again. The official weigh-in of the Lahore Blue took place on March 9th at the Rice Northwest Museum of Rocks and Minerals in Hillsborough, or that's what I did. I combined minerals and Hillsborough because I was looking ahead. So that's why I screwed it up. Anyway, in Hillsborough, Oregon, gemstone experts Jesse English of JS English Appraisals and Madeline Saunders of Oregon Estate Jewelry were the official witnesses for the weighing, and Guinness World Records adjudicator Michael Emprick, his parents didn't like him, verified and announced the results. Quote, as the director of the Rice Museum of Rocks and Minerals Board and longtime supporter of this wonderful gem in Hillsborough, I couldn't have been more delighted that we hosted Naomi Sarna on her adventure with the Guinness World Records that was enjoyed by many attendees. We are lucky to have such talent grace our museum's doorstep.
Aw.
Well, apparently, this is really cool. Several years ago, Sarna traveled to the foothills of Mount Kilimanjaro.
Oh, that's wonderful.
The only place in the world where tanzanite is found.
Really?
To select the rough piece from which to create the largest ever carved tanzanite.
I can't believe that.
I did not know that. I did not know that.
I didn't know that either.
Now, why is it that that's the only place that you can find tanzanite? Is that the only place where all the elements are just right?
I mean...
To make it go, voila.
Well, okay, so what was it? 703?
703 carat blue tanzanite.
Okay. So according to this,
I can only imagine how many carats it was before she carved it.
Okay, so according to this, on a low average, tanzanite can range anywhere between $100 to $800 per carat.
Oof.
Okay.
So even at $100, that thing's freaking expensive.
So at $100, you've got $70,300 for that 703 carat tanzanite.
Right.
Just for shits and giggles. That makes it $562,400 at the highest of $800 per carat.
Ouch.
I think I want to go to Kilimanjaro just so I can get some.
Right? Hey, come pick me up. We'll split the proceeds.
I'm just curious as to where you get it at Kilimanjaro.
Good question.
Will says it's most likely protected. Yeah, it probably is. Probably is. But you see tanzanite jewelry everywhere, so
right.
Why not try and find the biggest rock of tanzanite you can and bring it home? Just saying.
Okay, this is why tanzanite is only found in one area of the world. The morphing together of two tectonic plates in this specific area of Tanzania resulted in a particular mix that has not been discovered anywhere else in the world.
And according to this, it's at the foot of Mount Kilimanjaro. It's not even on the mountain.
The foothills of it?
Yep. It's below the ground.
Interesting.
But they are saying that in a matter of decades, it might be lost for good.
Oh, but well, yeah. I mean, that's everything. that's the entire Earth.
Welcome to mining.
Right.
Welcome to mining. Well, my friend.
Let's see.
That was a good one. Not gonna lie.
I like that. That was a good one. And it was educational, too.
Wow, we're doing a lot of learning and education here today.
Well, that explains why I have a migraine.
You're welcome. Will says it's most likely protected with lions and tigers and bears. Oh, my.
Oh, my.
Oh, my. Well, do your thing, sir.
And actually, he said with lines. But yes, that was the Guinness World Record story for this week's live show, making 96 in a row. Stay tuned for next week. Don't know what we're going to talk about yet, but it's going to be awesome.
It's going to be a doozy, that's for sure. Going to be a doozy, that's for sure. Well, while we're at it, we might as well just keep on rocking and rolling and do this.
Accidental Punch Productions and the Sully Show proud to bring to you the Trailer Park. And now, enjoy 3 brand new Hollywood movie trailers.
That's right. It's time for the Trailer Park, everybody. Yay! The Trailer Park. Something we haven't done in quite some time. And this week, we do have some wonderfully interesting trailers. Now, before I go any further.
Oh, boy.
No, it's not bad. It's not bad. Lady Death posted a couple of trailers, which is awesome. Thank you, by the way. And one of which she says to me, please tell me this one is real. Now, normally, when that happens, I do my
usually
thing.
Me saying that.
I do my thing and I do my research.
Mm-hmm.
And I usually end up breaking her heart.
Yes. And mine.
Which is where it's going to stay with a record of this, where I am breaking her heart on a trailer that she submitted. Because the trailer she submitted was for John Wick 5. Now, unfortunately, John Wick 5, no go.
But John Wick 6 is in the works.
Actually, if I remember correctly, I believe they're doing up to 7, I think, if I remember correctly. But because John Wick came out so close together for chapter 1 and chapter 2, it was 3 years apart. Chapter 3 was 2 years apart, and then John Wick 4 just came out in 2023. They were taking a break. That much I do know is that they were taking a break. There is going to be a 5th one. When that will be, no idea. No idea. We just know that it's going to happen. Big Tank says we will get Spaceballs 3 before John Wick 5. You mean Spaceballs 2. Which, technically, no. You know what? Big Tank, you're right. Technically, it would be Spaceballs 3 because there was that animated show that they had, which was technically a sequel for Spaceballs. So, yeah. But semantics. We're not here for semantics. However, Big Tank did give us a trailer this week. So did Western Echo. And so did Lady Death. Where Lady Death even said, not sure if this one was ever shown. And I can tell you it wasn't shown because, well, this particular trailer, which we are going to show first, was only released 7 days ago.
And we weren't here.
We weren't here. And technically, neither were any of you. But, and I stress the but, it's a wonderful thing, you see. It's a wonderful thing when it comes down to technology and the way we all share things on Discord, by the way. So, Lady Death, I applaud you for sharing it on Discord. Thank you for that. I didn't lose it. This first one is, in fact, a sequel. Uh-oh. What happened?
I'm having a fight with my cat.
Why are you having a fight with your cat?
Because she won't leave me alone and I'm giving her the dirty eyes.
Interesting.
And she's just looking at me going, hey. Hey. And purring the entire time. Yeah. At least she's not doing what Nikaya's cat did to her just before the show.
Yep. So just to clarify some things, because Big Tank said that originally they were going to make a sequel to Spaceballs titled Spaceballs 3, The Search for 2. But it was originally titled, per Rick Moranis' mouth himself, that the sequel was going to be Spaceballs 3, The Search for Spaceballs 2. That has since changed, and Spaceballs 2 has been changed to the possibility of Spaceballs 12 or Spaceballs Chapter 12, The Search for More Money. Nothing has been confirmed, but it's out there. It is out there. And for the record, even Mel Gibson, Mel Brooks.
Mel Gibson.
Yeah, I don't know why I did
that's
that.
That's a JT move right there, pal.
That was a J2 move, and I will absolutely say clip that. Mel Brooks even teased a picture of a script that showed Spaceballs 2, The Search for More Money, a screenplay by Dark Helmet. So there are rumblings, especially with the new thing, and they even used that same script on the Goldbergs, which, if I remember correctly, even Rick Moranis reprised his role as Dark Helmet for that. So,
but anyway,
this one is a sequel. I knew they were making it just because of the opportunity that has arisen when it comes to sequels these days. And
anything and everything.
Well, I wouldn't say everything, but
close enough.
Lately, yeah. And if you haven't seen the first one, and I can tell you I have actually seen the first one, I want to watch it again because I thought it was excellent, to be honest. Sammy, thank you for the clip. I appreciate it. This one is called Joker. Folie à deux. That's right. I pronounced it right. Boom.
And he's been practicing that for a week.
No, it's French. I took French. Here we go.
Let's go, boys. It's showtime. Wakey, wakey.
Hey, Fleck, you got a joke for us today?
We use music to make us whole.
Well, now that's interesting.
To balance the fractures within ourselves.
That was Lady Gaga.
I'm nobody. I haven't done anything with my life like you have.
Yep.
Let's get out of here.
So yes, that Lady Gaga.
What the world needs now is a love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love.
Tell us, what's changed, Arthur?
I'll tell you what's changed.
I'm not alone anymore. That's what we should be talking about.
Yeah.
I want to see the real you.
Okay.
There it is.
Coming out this October. So yes, this is real.
Okay, so Mr. I took French. What does that mean?
Folie à Dieu?
Mm-hmm.
You really want to know?
I wouldn't ask if I didn't.
It's actually it's kind of like a psychosis, like you're fucked up in the head, you know.
Okay.
It really, it's you're basically delusional.
Gotcha.
It's, I know there's a better way to kind of explain it, but so basically the way it works is it does have to involve two people, and in this case with the Joker, Harley Quinn.
Yes, played by Lady Gaga.
Yes, played by Lady Gaga. But the one thing that I'm a little worried about is that she's not Dr. Harleen Quinzel. And that's what I'm like, okay.
Well, you won't know until you see it.
No, I can tell you right now, she is not a doctor in this.
But you won't know until you see it.
She is an inmate of the asylum, of Arkham Asylum. So, now don't get me wrong, I know Harley Quinn is not an original Batman character. She was created specifically for the animated series and has just taken off from there. Do I think Lady Gaga will do very well as playing Harley Quinn? Sure. Do I think Margot Robbie is a better person for that? Absolutely. I know someone better than both of them, and that would be Tara Strong. That's besides the point. But to me, you should still respect the source material. And don't get me wrong, I liked Joker. I did. I liked Joker.
Sorry.
But you know how I am about comic book movies.
Yeah, you're going into a territory that we have discussed more times than dead horses.
I know, and don't get me wrong, it's because of the Joker that she became crazy as it is. Because, yeah. I don't want it to fail. I don't want it to be bad. I want it to be decent. I want it to be good.
Like I said, you won't know until you actually see it.
I know.
So, what else do we have?
No, it's just, I have a lot of expectations when it comes to comic book movies. I really do. And you can't really blame me.
Right.
You know? I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
What are your thoughts on this next movie?
Well, this next one is a spin-off. I'm pretty sure we showed the teaser trailer a couple of months ago. But the theatrical trailer, the official trailer, came out about a month or so ago. And this one comes out in May. And it's part of the Mad Max world. They've taken Furiosa from Mad Max Fury Road and decided to do a origin story, so to speak. Let's take a look.
Furiosa! We've come too far.
Before the desert.
Furiosa! They took Furiosa!
There was forest. Okay, good. George Miller.
As a child, my world was forever changed. My mother was magnificent.
Nice little sniper there.
And he took it all from me.
Who do we have here?
Well, hello.
She's from a place of abundance. This is our destiny.
My childhood. My mother. I want them back.
I want them back.
Whatever you have to do, however long it takes, promise you'll find your way home. Protect the green place.
It's time to take what's rightfully ours. Ready, steady, go! Where are you going? So full of hope. There is no hope.
If you find him, he's mine.
There will always be war, but to get home, Furiosa fought the world.
Remember me.
Chris Hemsworth as a psychotic Thor lookalike. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I think he would be a very good bad guy, to be honest.
Well, and here's the thing for me. I'm not a fan of Mad Max.
Oh, see, I'm the opposite. I do like
after number one. I'm not a fan of Mad Max after number one.
All right.
That looks interesting.
It does look a little interesting, doesn't it?
That looks interesting. That kind of piqued my interest there.
I just don't know if it's warranted.
Since when does that matter?
I know. That's another topic of discussion that we have on the prep sheet. I'm really beginning to hate Screen Rant, by the way. But, see, I like the Mad Max world. I like the Mad Max movies. I do. I like all of them. I don't think I can really bash the storytelling, the cinematography. Like, I can't. They're so well written. They're so well performed. You name it. You know, it's... Once Thunderdome came around, that's when it kind of started going downhill. But Fury Road came out decades later and just shot it right back up. So, yay to that. Okay.
Even Tank says I didn't like the early ones, but I really liked Fury Road.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like once 2 and 3 came out, 2 was still good. I liked it. 3 was, if I was to rate it, 3 would be the worst one out of all of them. Loved Fury Road. Fury Road was just amazing. I guess I would have to say, and Mad Max, the Road Warrior, not even Mad Max, the Road Warrior, that will always be number 1 for me. Then it would be Fury Road, then Mad Max 2, and then Thunderdome. So that's how I would rate them. But everybody's got their own opinion. So let's get into this next one. Western Echo sent this one in.
Okay.
And this is a Netflix film.
Bummer. I'm not going to get to watch it. Bummer.
Why not?
Because we don't have Netflix anymore.
You'll be able to watch it. I mean, who said that? Pretty sure it's a film.
I didn't hear anything.
Exactly. So this is actually directed by Jerry Seinfeld. It's his directorial debut.
This is okay. The description.
Yep.
On here, right? Michigan, 1963. Kellogg's and Post, sworn cereal rivals, race to create a pastry that will change the face of breakfast.
Yes.
Now, you would not think that right there would be something to make a movie about.
Why not? They made a movie about Tetris.
Yeah, I still don't, I still didn't think that was a movie that needed to be made either. But
actually, it was really good.
I mean, it's just not something that would pop in my head. It's I got to see that.
Yeah. Well, the movie Tetris was good. That was a good movie because it was all about how they were trying to get the rights to Tetris for Nintendo.
And screw him over and take his money and everything.
Yeah, it was really good though. It really was. But as Big Tank said, Pop-Tarts. Yes, Pop-Tarts. The movie is called Unfrosted.
Which I prefer those to the frosted kind.
I like the frosted.
Ground control, we are go for launch. T-minus 3, 2, 1. Lift off.
I believe we have split the animal
Nice.
breakfast.
In the early 1960s, the American morning was defined by milk and cereal. And the two undisputed giants of the cereal world were Kellogg's and Post.
Major news from the breakfast world. The Post Cereal Company has reportedly invented a shelf-stable fruit pastry breakfast product.
No.
Yeah.
Boy.
It's Post. They did it.
I'm about to finally crush that big red K that never stops glaring at me. How do you think Post did it?
There's always a surprise inside the box.
I wonder if they use xanthan gum.
Xanthan.
Kellogg's is entering the race to reinvent breakfast with the help of Steve Schwinn, Chef Boyardee, and Jack LaLanne.
They're stacking the deck with ringers.
Hey, you know Isaiah Lamb from Quaker?
You Kellogg's people.
We're about to have some very powerful people very upset.
You have to win. Are you making any progress?
It's not to scale, but...
What are you guys, 5 years old? Little John draws better than that. And I think there's something wrong with him.
Nobody said this was going to be easy.
We're talking about happy childhoods for millions of American kids. The important thing is the name.
Fruit Magoos. What?
No.
Heat 'em up and eat 'em ups.
No sale.
Oblong nibblers.
Is this a joke?
Whoever gets to the shelves first is gonna win this thing.
Give up the tarts, old man!
How did it get this far?
It's breakfast. Things happen.
Isn't this a cereal company? Why did my husband explode?
Now, I gotta rewind this, and
it took something as lame as freaking breakfast companies competing to make a freaking pastry first.
Listen,
and made it funny.
Just look at the cast, okay?
I mean, Jerry Seinfeld, Melissa McCarthy, you can't miss, just there.
Yeah, Jim Gaffigan, Peter Dinklage, Max Greenfield, Christian Slater, Bill Burr as JFK.
I mean, you had real life snap, crackle, and freaking pop in there, man.
Dan Levy, James Marsden. I mean, this is comedy stand-up gold right here.
And then you got Hugh Grant and Amy Schumer to finish it off.
But you also have John Hamm, John Slattery,
Cedric the Entertainer.
I mean,
talk about an all-star freaking cast. And I was thinking that as I was watching it too. I'm like, I recognize almost every freaking one of these people.
every single one of them.
You know,
Every
it's
one
like,
of 'em.
damn.
Let's just finish this up. May 3rd. I mean, you can't. Big Tank, get rid of Amy Schumer. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Amy Schumer, but even still, the cast.
It looked like in here she's playing a bitch, so you know she's staying in character.
Yeah, it kind of works. Kind of works for her.
Tank also says, now I'm going to get a brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tart from upstairs.
I have an entire box upstairs, too. By the way, Kellogg's does not sponsor this show. Neither do Pop-Tarts. But it'd be pretty cool if they did. Not going to lie. It'd be pretty cool if they did. Just saying. But yes, I have the brown sugar cinnamon. I just bought them yesterday. I walked by them. I'm like, I really want them. So I bought them. I don't do Pop-Tarts often. But those I wanted.
Frosted cherry for Nakaya.
Those are good ones, too.
I'm a cherry, strawberry, or blueberry man myself.
The s'mores are the good ones, too. S'mores. Especially if you like s'mores.
Yeah.
Because, yeah. It's good stuff. That, my friends, is the trailer park for this week. If you have a trailer, send it to us in our Discord channel at the trailer park. It's real simple, real easy. Go to Discord. The link is in the chat. Boom. Click on it. It's free to sign up and help us out. Enjoy some fun with us behind the scenes, because that's what we do. Oh, let's see. Oh, it's almost time. Yeah.
So real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Did you watch anything of WrestleMania?
I did, yes.
Did you?
I did.
Obviously I didn't get it, and most of what I've seen were snippet videos and things like that. But kudos to Cody Rhodes, got the undisputed heavyweight champion and all that good stuff.
Absolutely.
But the coolest part for me,
mm-hmm.
and it's funny that I ran across this right as we were going into another story, was The Undertaker.
Yeah, that was cool.
He shows up, he freaking slams The Rock, and he's gone.
Classic
now,
Undertaker.
Here is a comment or a statement made by Undertaker after WrestleMania 40. Quote, WrestleMania 40 gave me peace. For the first time, when I was leaving the stadium, I felt peace of mind. It's something I've been struggling with since my retirement, but I feel like I've finally found closure for my career. My last fight was a boneyard match, something cinematic.
Yep.
So it didn't allow me to have contact with people. I finally had a moment of clarity where I felt good. I'm not saying I won't do something like that again in the future, but I don't feel the same need as before. After Sunday is gone, I finally closed the chapter of my life in the ring, and I finally have peace.
Yeah. It was good.
That's awesome.
It was good that he felt that. Big Tank says they did wrong was letting Cody win. I don't agree with that. Mostly because that was supposed to happen last year. But due to
the storyline,
due to the pec injury that he suffered and wrestled with, that wasn't happening.
I'll say this: I'm more interested in following wrestling now than I was before.
The Triple H era has certainly piqued more interest these days.
Agreed.
And part of that is because you have somebody who came from the Attitude Era who is now taking over, and they're trying to get away from the negativity of what Vince has allegedly done. There's documents, whatever. It is what it is. But yes, Steve Austin was originally in talks to be there, but he didn't refuse to go. He didn't refuse to go. They never came to an agreement. Stone Cold Steve Austin has been quoted on this, so has Triple H. They did not get to come to an agreement. The Undertaker will agree to anything because the Undertaker is the yes man. He is the guy that will do whatever is good for business because that is the way the Undertaker is.
Yep. And that's why his career lasted as long as he did and why he is as popular as he is.
That's why he was head of the locker room and he was the judge, jury, and executioner of wrestling court.
There's only two people that I was ever, I won't say upset, but maybe a little upset when they retired.
Oh, I was definitely upset when Undertaker retired, but I'm also like, yay.
Yeah, he definitely deserves it, but it was the Undertaker and Goldberg.
Yeah. I
will be a Goldberg fan till the day I die.
And Big Tank also says Triple H is letting wrestlers keep their names that made them famous. Absolutely. Why not? Why not? Look at Zack Ryder. Okay, Zack Ryder, also known as Matt Cardona. And if you don't follow him on Facebook, you should. He's freaking hysterical. But he had to kill Zack Ryder. He had to kill that character. That was a Vince thing. He didn't want that being tied to him. Yes, he's had championships. Yes, they've done everything. Yeah, he's done it all. But he is more decorated on the independent circuit than anybody right now. And the fact of the matter is, in order for them to do that, they had to step away and do their own thing. Cody Rhodes had to do the same exact thing. Vince wanted him as Stardust, the brother of Goldust. Well, guess what? It happened, and it was the worst thing ever for his career. So the fact that Triple H not only got Cody Rhodes back to the WWE and was able to do what he needed to do in order to finish the story, and yes, be the first Rhodes to win the world championship at WrestleMania, because Dustin never did it. Neither did Dustin.
Well, they had to make the change in the Bloodline storyline.
You have to. The Bloodline storyline was starting to go down the tubes. Okay.
Oh, it was already stale.
Yeah. Worst thing for Cody was growing that horrible mustache. He even agrees to that too. So yeah. Yes. And he also said Matt Cardona, the indie god. Yeah, listen, it works. It works. And to be honest, I hope one day he goes back to the WWE, and I hope one day he can show off what he's doing now and go skyrocket. He still has time. Plenty of time.
Yeah.
But
and so there's the shocker for everybody for tonight was JT talked about wrestling.
Yes. But
modern day wrestling.
But that's a tangent. We have to stop and do this.
You people are idiots. Welcome back, dumbass. Dumbass. Got anything for that, dumbass? Well, April Fool, dumbass.
It's time for the dumbass of the week.
Dumbasses. Dumbass. You dumbasses. 300 million sperm. That's the one that got through.
Yes. That is the one that got through. It is now time for the dumbass of the week, where we take the one special person, that one genius, and we award them the Darwin Award for that wonderful piece of action that got them covered in the news. Yes, that's right. The dumbass of the week. If you have a contender, send it to us, accidentalpunch@gmail.com, or post it in our Dumbass of the Week Discord channel. Link is in our Twitch chat, twitch.tv/accidentalpunch. Click it, sign up for free, and you can post it right there, and we'll give credit where credit is due.
However, wow. That's all I'm going to say is wow.
this week's Dumbass of the Week.
Nothing like this has.
And that's not the video for it. So,
yeah, put it this way. This one is a immediate nominee for Dumbass of the Year.
Yeah. So, mother was arrested after concocting a drink for her son.
See, now, it's bad enough if you leave it at that.
However, it was for her son to give to a school bully that sent him to the hospital. Oh my God. I just some things shock me and some things don't.
Which category did this one fall into?
This is the one that doesn't shock me, really.
Okay.
Because we've seen something similar to this. Notice how I said similar. Not the same, but similar. And in all honesty, yeah.
Let's get into it.
First, allow me to show you a wonderful picture of the person in question.
A wonderful picture?
Oh, yes.
Or a wonderful picture.
How about a wonderful picture?
Big Tank says diarrhea, cha-cha-cha.
Very similar. There she is, folks. There is the mother from Texas that was arrested after a drink that she made for her son's bully sent him to the hospital. Jennifer Lynn Rossi, 45, reportedly mixed lemon juice, vinegar, salt, and Gatorade together in a sports bottle. Told her son to give it to the classmate who had stolen his drink the day before. Don't get me wrong. Kudos for the plan, but upon arriving at the school, deputies learned that the sick child was given a drink by a classmate during PE class. Shortly after the child consumed the drink, he reportedly began experiencing nausea and a headache and was taken to the hospital. Jennifer Lynn Rossi says, actually, the sheriff's office says, although the contents of the drink were non-toxic, the incident resulted in the child being hospitalized. Hospital staff informed the investigator that the child victim required additional medical monitoring and would eventually be discharged from the hospital. Makes sense. Through the course of the investigation, it was learned that the mother of the student who provided the drink intentionally mixed the contents of the drink to allegedly prevent her son's drink from being stolen at school by other students. Rossi was arrested and booked into jail, where she was charged with injury to a child causing bodily injury. The incident at this moment is still under investigation.
Well, I mean, my question would be, is the son going to get charged with anything?
No. No. Why should he?
Because knowing what was in the drink,
he didn't know.
He knew the reason it was made.
Yes.
And he still handed it to him.
But I think this is a perfect lesson. Because we here at the Sully Show do not condone bullying.
No, and for me, if I'd have done something like it, just would have been like liquid X-Lax.
And that's been done before as well.
Yeah, making poop his pants, you know.
See, that's where Gen X differs from the generation of today.
Yeah.
We're vindictive assholes.
we just want to make people laugh at you. We don't want to try to kill you.
Yeah. Which happens almost daily.
Yeah.
Sammy says, why is nothing happening to the bully? Think it did. Big Tank, I would have done the Visine. Oh, not the Visine. Oh. Oh, that would have been the Visine. Oh.
I do agree with Sammy, though, because, you know, I mean, if the kid is actually bullying people, isn't that what all the schools are about these days, is stopping bullying? You say it all the freaking time, but you don't do anything about it.
Well, yeah, because there's no proof. I didn't take the drink. It's one kid's word against the other, unless they're actually caught.
Right.
So instead, because it was a minor, they went after the mother because the mother made the drink. Now, again, I do not condone this action. We as a whole do not condone this action.
Very true.
Then us Gen X side of us.
Yeah.
Us Gen Xers, listen, we would have taken care of the situation when we needed to. Simple.
I was bullied all through high school.
Oh, constantly. Even elementary school.
Middle school and elementary school.
Yeah. Well, my friends, that is this week's Dumbass of the Week. If you have a contender, make sure you send it to us to accidentalpunch@gmail.com or post it in our Dumbass of the Week Discord channel. Real simple, real easy.
Big Tank wants to know if you're a dad bod veteran for this issue.
I could. But yes, as Lady Death said, we would have already handled it. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
much.
my friends, it's time to go. We don't want to, but we have to. It's just that time. It's just that time. So, JT, my friend, before we do anything, everybody, stick around for a raid. Yes, stick around for a raid. JT, go for it.
All right, you can follow me, JT, in a couple of different places if you want to follow the music part. On Facebook.com/JT Hollis fan page. Or on the interwebs at JTHollismusic.com. For the woodworking, on Facebook, do a search for Veteran Garden Deco. And on the interwebs, check us out at VGDshop.com.
That's right. You can also follow me on all of the social media. Facebook.com/The Sully Show, as well as Accidental Punch. You can follow me on X at The Sully Show and at Accidental Punch. Kick, D-Live. We're everywhere. Trying to be anyway. Trying to do that full syndication online thing. It's how we roll. If you have anything to do with Star Wars and you love what you're seeing on TV these days, when it comes down to it, join us every Monday for 2 Ewoks in the Park at the present time, where we're talking about the Bad Batch. Next week will be episode 5. It'll be wonderful. And of course, don't forget, next Tuesday we will be live once again for the Sully Show at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Tell your friends, post the link on your social medias, stick around for a raid. We will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
You're listening to The Sully Show.
They got the mustard.
Screw you. You know what? I think Undertaker needs to make an appearance down there in Texas and freaking gravestone her happy ass.
That was a good one. All right, guys, we do have to get out of here. I do want to thank each and every single one of you who came into the chat room and had some fun with us. I do apologize for the chat room not being visible on here. I don't know what happened. It was working earlier today, but not during the show. So it's something that I'm going to have to fix tomorrow, because I can't do it right now. It's real simple, real easy. We're going to do a raid, and tonight's raid is going to be for our friend and buddy, Little Percent. She's playing Baldur's Gate 3. It's been a few weeks since we've seen her, so let's go and say hi. Use Punchers Unite with the Accidental Punch logo. It's real simple, real easy. I posted it as well as Lady Death, and you can use it in the chat room. Be nice to each other. Send the love. Tell her Sully sent you. And we will see you guys next week. Have a great night, everybody. The show's over. Bye-bye. And the raid begins in 3, 2, 1.